All right, what we have here is a yellow jacket trap. It is very, see that one in there? Has no idea, but she's dead already. She's chowing on that meat. What we have here is some beautiful Carl budding. They didn't pay me for to endorse them, but I got some delicious Carl budding smoked turkey. Did you ever notice these guys show up at a picnic and they won't leave you alone? You know, they won't leave you, especially if you got a hot dog or a hamburger. Well, sometimes, well, we call them meat bees. What they are actually is eastern yellow jackets. And they love meat. They've learned how to, well, maybe the bees have learned to deal without it. But I've got honeybees over here. These are all wax cappings off of a, I got to give these back to the farm. And it might be only a thumbnail full of wax in there, but yeah, it's not mine. So I got to give that back. That's part of my pay. Actually, that's how I get paid with that. That translates to money. But anyways, this translates to dead bees. These guys here are little buttholes, and you can see him. He's just tearing that thing up. He doesn't know it, or she. But as soon as she gets that piece of meat off, it's gonna be too heavy. What I got at the bottom of there is some dish soap. You can't really see it, and water. Well, maybe you can a little bit in the corner there. But as soon as they fly off, they fall into that water, and they're good as dead. I already got one. She's down there somewhere. But I actually watched this one walk in. Watch. She's gonna get too heavy and try to fly. Boom! She's in the water. She is in the drink. So if I could see inside that hole, you'd see her. She's been dispatched. So there's that. And as the sun heats this up, the smell comes out of these little holes. They go in the little holes, and that's it. They're in. They can't. They're too heavy and too clumsy to get out. So she's just about to take that. Oh, look at that! It's a big old bee. But yeah, sometimes they get to fight in here. I gotta break it up. That one there. Let's see. Where is she? That one there's going to be punch drunk in a second. That one right there. Oh, can't zoom in or out. I can't do that. So, but you saw how this works. All it is a little bit of Carl budding, delicious smoked turkey, sandwich slices, and this is how you trap them. This is a small scale. I make these on a bigger scale, but I got some macaroni and cheese from the Walmart, and they didn't pay me to endorse them either. Some macaroni and cheese from the deli, and they come with these cool little trays with lids on them. Well, they have little breathers on them. And watch this, the bees don't want nothing to do with that meat. They'll be all over the place over here. And occasionally a yellow jacket will get in there. Yeah, that one there, she's punch drunk. She's all curled over, and she's still alive. She's eating. Look at them all hunched over. Yeah, they fill their little bellies up with honey, and just like us, they get a sugar rush. And then they, yeah, I got one on my back. That's okay though. Yeah, she's just curious. And yeah, occasionally I'll feed a fly, but oh well. But yeah, the bees don't want nothing to do with that meat. But oh, there's another yellow jacket. I've got another guest, and she's trying to get the free meal. But I want that. I want a little bit of that meat sticking out, so she can go back and tell her friends that there's lunch over here. She can get a little chunk in her little face. You know, she ain't even interested in me. I get right up on her with this camera. She's gonna get a little chunk in her face, a little tiny piece, and she's gonna go back and tell her friends, "Hey man, there's food over here." They do a little wiggle waggle dance just like the regular bees do. Look at her, she's pulling and tugging and pulling and tugging. She wants to get a piece of that. That delicious Carl budding turkey, man. Thank you, Wally, for mismarking this package. But anyways, yeah, she can eat that. She can take that back to her nest and tell her friends. And there will be more bees in there. I might not catch one, but sometimes you got to let one get away. You know, it's like back in the olden days when they used to catch the messenger, and they'd release him with a message to the king that don't send another messenger through here. So yeah, the message did not get through, and they'd send them back packing just so they are, or you know, like a back in the days that, you know, but anyways, you got to let one go. You always got to let one go. You know, I could do, you know, one of these numbers and she'd be gone. She'd be, you know, dispatched. But I don't want to do that. I want her to bring her friends back. Look at her chomping. Look at that. That's gorgeous in itself, you know. That's awesome in itself. But just the way they, oop, she got a piece. Oop. All right, tell your friends. Bye. Go home. Go home. All right. So that's how you catch, you know, these yellow jackets. They're normally, if they're in feeding mode like this, I can get right up on them and have them crawl on me, you know. This is nothing. They're in feeding mode. Oh, there's another one. That is not the same bee or a wasp. There's another one. See, now they'll come in here and try to get the honey, but when they see that meat, oh, let her get in. Oh, she's in. Bloop, she's dispatched. She's as good as gone already. And someone told me, you know, someone I care about a lot said, yeah, well, that's cruel. Well, it all depends on if what you consider cruel. Now, I've made a couple traps in the past, but they only work at certain times of the year. And this is one of those times of the year where they work real well. So this has been my little tutorial on how to kill these little buggers. The honeybees, like I said, I'll let it walk on me. You know, they can land on my finger. I can play with them. I can touch them. They won't sting. You know, there's nothing to be afraid of, really. Even if you do get stung. Now that's a yellow jacket. I ain't messing with that thing because it'll just sting you just to sting you, because they don't die. There's no downside to them stinging. They don't have barbs, and the stinger goes right back in them. But yeah, if you know, in fact, I will. If I get an opportunity, I'm going to dispatch this one real fast. There she goes, boom, and she went in the weeds. But yeah, right in the face. Poor thing. Didn't even see it coming. But yeah, now that one took off with the chunk, I'll come back and look. I got 3 in there right now. So yeah, I can take this lid off and show all 3 of them. I got 3 so far. You watched 2 of them go in. This is kind of a long video for what it actually is. I only meant it to be a minute or 2 long. Yeah, no honeybees will go in here. This is how these things work. They're called meat bees. They've learned to process. Yeah, you can see her swimming around in there. Yeah, they learned to process meat. And yeah, if you've ever been fishing and you see these on the gut pile, like if you're cleaning fish, they'll be all over your hands. They won't try to sting you or nothing, but yeah, they will be everywhere. That's how I know about this. But you guys, thanks for watching. And this is another form of a wasp trap, bee friendly channel, where I get stung sometimes, so you don't have to. Peace.